My ad creation process. So I've been running ads for 13 years. And I'm saying, when I say running ads, I mean like I've been making ads or directly influencing ads that have been run across my portfolio or companies that I directly owned or founded for 13 straight years. And so I have this process pretty nailed. And I haven't really ever gotten too far away from it, partially because I like it a lot. And I've gotten just pretty good at it. And so this is how I do it. So number one is that at all times I'm collecting data. What I mean by that is like if I see ads on Instagram or I see ads on YouTube, like I have no premium accounts on any platform because I want to hear the ads. I want to hear the hooks. I want to hear what they're doing to draw attention. And I like using that stuff because I'm also a business owner. So the people who advertise to me are the people that are going to try and hook my attention. And so I can still use that stuff to get to my avatar. And so if you are your avatar, the ads count double for you. And so I screenshot, I record the stuff that I find interesting, and I add it into one folder. Then when I get to my ad creation process, which is I do once a week, I then sit down first thing in the morning, and I do these the same day I record. So that's just a piece of advice that has worked well for me, like cramming for the test. I cram for my ad sessions because then everything's top of mind as I go into the day. And so I pull up all my swipe files of all the things that I want like my inspiration from. The second thing that I pull up is all my historical best performing ads. So I look back 1 year, 2 years, 3 years sometimes at all my best ads, and I drink those back in and I watch the first 10 seconds, watch the first 30 seconds, see, okay, how was I capturing? What was the angle? What was the hook here? And then I start the actual hook creation process. Now, 40 of my 50 hooks that I'm going to write out are going to be stuff that is tried and true. I'm not going to try and reinvent the wheel. We've already spent zillions and zillions of dollars. I know that these hooks, these entrances work well. Now 20%, the last 10 is where I get to use all my inspiration and other ideas to try and experiment on. But most people flip this. They try and do a little bit of the stuff that worked and then they have lots of new ideas. I'm telling you, I've done this a long time. It's way more efficient to just do more of what worked and then leave a little bit of experimentation so that if some of those things stop working over time, you have this fresh batch that you've been trying out that then can become the control that you try and beat.